Hey everyone, welcome to the E2 Effective Elders podcast. E2 is devoted to coaching your elder team to win by providing biblical and practical resources in authentic relationships. E2 wants nothing more than to equip you to move God's kingdom forward in the place you're serving Jesus. Visit us at e2elders.org and please share this good word with others.
Hey friends, I want to thank you for joining us on this E2 podcast, and our thanks once again to CDF Capital. They are longtime partners with E2, and they invest in elders across our country and literally around the world. And we want to welcome today to our podcast Craig Howie, who happens to be the senior minister at Lebanon Christian Church in Lebanon, Indiana, on the north side of Indianapolis, and Chris Schooler. And Chris has been a member of that church for years, has served as an elder for many years as chairman of the elders. And Craig and Chris have got a great friendship. Welcome, gentlemen, to this. And thanks for being partners also with E2. We're very grateful for that partnership.
Yeah,
glad to be here.
Yeah.
And thanks for agreeing to helping us understand what would be good in terms of a working partnership as brothers in Christ to lead the local church. Why don't you guys take it away and tell us what makes you a good team at Lebanon?
You want to go first, Chris?
Well, I don't care. Go ahead.
There were a couple of things that I was thinking of as you told us about this question, Gary, were it has to be a personal relationship as well as the leading of the church relationship. Mm-hmm. I've been in circumstances before where it was all about the business and there wasn't any of the pleasure. And I think what allows not only Chris and I, but the other elders to really work well here at Lebanon is that our relationship is far beyond any room. And so we recreate together. We eat. We love to eat. We have served together. We've gone on mission trips together. We play cards together. We laugh at each other. Those things have been huge for this relationship. And one thing that stuck out to me, the first week I was here, Chris took me to lunch at a local restaurant. And he sat across from me. And Chris, I don't know if you remember this or not, but he said, if this is going to work, we're going to have to be honest with each other. I want you to hold me accountable if I get out of line. And I told him the same thing. And so it really started this place where we could say the honest thing to one another without getting our feelings hurt. Yeah. And it's allowed us to have a thriving friendship, and it's transferred into our elders as well.
Awesome. And Chris, how would you describe your friendship, but also your working relationship, brother to brother, there at Lebanon?
Well, it's very similar to the same ideas, but I would just going to say that, you need to have a relationship outside of church, outside of the church building, outside of meetings. You need to have that friendship and relationship together to go have fun, to go do things, and really build that trust and bond of knowing each other's heart, how we serve, what we beat for. And so, and we're different. We have different strengths and weaknesses. And so, we build off of each other and encourage each other in their strength and help them in their weakness. And, and so it just makes a team together. And so we've had not only all of our elder team does the same thing. We have relationships outside of an elder team in the church. And so, we know how each other thinks. We're all different. And, we play off of that strength of one another to be a team as one. And so that is a big thing, is just having that friendship and trust. And personally, besides just being church elders and senior minister and that relationship there. So that's been key for us.
When you seek to be away from the leadership table, not at an elders meeting, not at church for worship, etc., do you get together as friends on a regular basis, a regular rhythm, or what does that look like? Is it all intermittent? For example, do you, Chris, give Craig a call or text him and say, hey, you want to grab lunch today? Or just what does that look like?
Yeah, we do. We go out to eat. It's not something that's just real regular, but I wouldn't say it's been every week, but it's every other, or it's every month, or it's, whenever. And then, he invites Sandy and my family over to eat. I invite their family over to eat. So it's not even just me and him. The wives are usually involved also. And so, we get together as families, we play cards, we have fun, we go out and do events, we try to golf together.
Try to golf.
So, and so anyway, it's that type of a relationship that, yes, pretty regular. We like to keep in touch. And where it's not all church business, it's personal, family, friend relationship. And I think it's pretty key.
I think Chris knows that I genuinely care about him. I think the only way you forge a deep relationship is that you have to go through some things together. Well, obviously, the church sets a table because there are always difficult things, but we have to choose to go through life together in some way. And so he pursues that. I mean, there are times when Chris calls me more. There are times when I probably call him, and we just try to benefit. One of the thoughts that, as Chris was talking, I thought would be important maybe for people watching this to hear is that it has to be a two-way street. I know friends, I'll just speak from the minister side, who will say my elder or my elders don't reach out to me. They don't. And I just try to encourage them, well, then you take the initiative. And sometimes I feel like you get in a position where someone's always waiting for the other one to make the phone call. And the beauty of what Chris and I have and our other elders is that we reach out to each other. We want to be together, and that really helps us.
Awesome. That's great. And before we wrap up, you've really hit the nail on the head on how important it is to mutually reach into each other's life for authentic brotherhood, friendship. Pick one of the one another's. There are over 50 one another's in the New Testament. So, Chris, what stands out in your mind about, is it love one another, pray for one another, whatever? And Craig, likewise, what one another stands out in your mind when you think of Chris Schooler and Chris Schooler, when you think of Craig Howie, what's that one another?
And for me, Gary, it's easy. Encourage one another daily as long as it's called today. Mm-hmm. Chris is always in my corner. He's texting me even during this COVID saying, hey, this is what I thought about your message. And it's always encouraging. He's always calling to let me know he thinks I'm doing a great job. So encourage would be it.
Awesome. Encourage one another. And Chris, what about you?
Love, we love each other. And as brothers, we haven't even known each other all that long, really. I don't even know how many years, but yet it seems like it's been a lifetime. We have that kind of bond together that it seems like we've known each other forever, and yet we really haven't. But we have that kind of relationship and bond together that, I know where his heart beats and what for. And we just care, it's just loving each other,
right.
Caring for each other's concerns and, his hurts and all that, we just are there for each other. And
cool. Great. Well, guys, I want to thank you very much for taking a moment out of your day to speak into the lives of other elders, ministers who could find great direction and encouragement from your comments. Blessings to you as you lead the bride there in Lebanon. And Chris, by the way, I really like that virtual background of yours. You must be a party animal. So you keep laughing and enjoying life, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, Gary.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good.